Missed my lecture. Try again. If you were there in the last 7 minutes, God blessed you. Truly, God blessed you. That's it. Literally, that was the lecture today. So we'll just wait a minute. Everybody welcome, I'm Azd. This is IMC Nation, International, which means worldwide, Mastermind, which is a word from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich book. It's a group of highly specialized individuals that come together from different fields under one banner, one purpose, one goal. There's the international, we're worldwide, Mastermind, that's who the people are in it, Council. And this is the council part of it, which is the people that are chosen to make decisions and make judgments and decisions for a group, okay? Council of people that have voting rights. That's what it would really be. All right, so I'm going to do about a 20-minute lecture, maybe less. If you were lucky enough to be on for the last 8 minutes probably or so before the lecture, then that was the lecture, right? And now what does that even mean? Well, here's the thing. You're in some fucked up little world that I don't want to be in, okay? It means that you're missing the whole fucking thing. Okay? If a master shows up, show the fuck up. On time means be fucking early. Right? You gotta get what's going on here. Either I'm an ordinary motherfucker, and if I am, you should turn this shit off right now and you guys should leave here right now. Don't be stupid and hang out with an ordinary motherfucker and pay him to talk every fucking day and observe how he lives. Don't do that shit. You're not that stupid. You're not that fucking dumb. You're not retarded, right? You're not lacking in fucking understanding of life. One or the other. If it's that, leave as soon as you can. If it's not that, then remember who's here and what you're doing. Okay? I'm tired of cutting my balls just so other people are okay. You're not okay. That's the problem. So, was it recorded? When does it go up? By what time? Before 4. What time is that? If you start right away doing it, how long does it take to go? 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour? All right. Just that part. Just upload that. Get it? From beginning to start of me talking. That's it. How long does it take to get that up? 3 minutes, right? 30 minutes. It'll be up right after this class. We're going to put it up. So look for it in an hour because that was a lecture. I don't feel like saying nothing to you right now. That's the problem. So this is a free public lecture that I have nothing to say on because I already lectured right now. Right? So we can sit here for a minute. If anybody has anything to say in here, we can talk about it. But I have nothing to say to you. I said it all. I said it all in the first 7 minutes. Anything you guys want to go over?
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I would end it. Literally, I'd end this fucking thing. Go fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's amazing this past week, what's happened with behind the scenes with handling behind the scene communications, and then also being in this new era where we're not going out as much, but we're gathering amongst IMC Nation. I mean, we still gather when we go out, but it's different because we're not going out. We gather one of the bases, and I'm seeing. It's fascinating. How do I explain this? I'm seeing and hearing something else when people are talking, and like when I say people talk, I mean like when I hear somebody else conversate, I hear like, let's say you conversate with somebody else, or let's say one of the guys here conversate with like, someone else, I'm hearing something different that's being said. And I'm hearing so many miscommunications, and I'm starting to see like what people are saying things, but they don't actually mean it. They sound aggressive, or they sound like they're attacking you, but they're actually not. They're just not, they don't know how to communicate yet. So I'm hearing and understanding that when I'm talking to people, they're just making a lot of mistakes in their communication. So so now when I'm talking to people, I don't get defensive. I ask questions to find out what the person's really saying.
Nice.
Because you'd be surprised how many, especially if you're out there, you'd be surprised at how many people you're talking to. Because you guys are surrounded by a bunch of normies. Like, we're surrounded by IMC Nation here. And you're surrounded by normies, like at your job or your family or whatever. And you'd be surprised that there's a lot of people that you're talking to that they are just miscommunicating when they're talking with you. And you're taking it as them being hostile or attacking, but they just don't know how to say what they really want to say. So instead of attacking them back, you should give it a second and pause and maybe ask some questions before you attack them. Because maybe they are attacking you, but you don't know until you ask some questions. And here I'm not going to attack anybody here. So I got to find out the guy's perspective and where he's coming from before I assume that he is against me or trying to disagree with what I'm saying, because you're not trained in communication. You haven't studied enough, right? If you're studying this AZD's tech for a month, like I'm going to have to look at it as you've been studying for a month, and I've been studying for 4.5 years, and I'm still making mistakes, right? I'm still making mistakes, but I've been on the path for 4.5 years. A guy who just got on it, let's say he just got on the program for a month, but he's been studying AZD for 10 years on YouTube. He has no idea what he's talking about. He hasn't studied yet. He's only studied and been in class for a month, but he's watched 10 years on YouTube. There's a big difference. So it's really helping my understanding of communication. And not only that, but seeing how AZD interacts with the group. Because I've hung out with AZD in the group many, many times, but I think what it is messengers is giving me a clear understanding of how to maneuver within the group. And it's not that I'm like thinking, okay, I got to maneuver like this around everybody, but it naturally happens because I'm seeing the example, and everybody else that's been studying. Captain's been studying, Fernando, the guys that have been around longer, I'm learning by watching them maneuver too. So this has been really fascinating. I've had a lot of realizations with that. The biggest one, again, has been not getting defensive with people, or not attacking them, but finding out. What's that?
Oh yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Testing.
Well, that's different. I mean, that's hella obvious.
I'm kidding.
That's hella obvious. Yeah.
It was a joke, man.
No, I get it. So, yeah, that's been
that's awesome, man.
That's been really big for me. Yeah.
All right, good. Now I'm going to read something. We have a celebrity online with Steven Ressa.
Oh man,
he killed it last night.
Hell yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's go. I got something for y'all. It's brief, but it's a good brief.
Good brief.
Just the right one. Okay.
And I don't wanna see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand.
It's my house last night.
When everything's
Why is your face cut off?
I just want you to know I am. I just want you to know I am.
I'm looking over the camera. His face is cut off. Yeah, you have some footage.
And you can't fight the tears.
Oh, what the hell? Call came through. Fuck that up. Try again.
ain't coming, or the moment you realize when everything feels like the movie. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Hey, yeah.
How was your Halloween? That was my pal right there. That's Steven. Welcome to class. All right, anyways, the lecture. So let me finish it off. Ended up being all fucked up today because it was the beginning of the lecture was a lecture. To be on time for me is to be early for me. You're never on time if you're on time when you're around the highest level person on the planet. And I am that when it comes to my field. No doubt, no questions asked. Come and test it yourself, motherfucker. I'll show you who I am. Now let's take a look at this book, okay? The deeper you look, you realize that you only doubt your abilities and you never doubt your disabilities. Take a good look and you will recognize that your ability to doubt has only been used to doubt your abilities and never your disabilities. Let the shining of this light bring some order to your thoughts and use this information to improve your practice. You see, how are you so sure that you're not going to make it? How are you so sure that something negative is going to happen? Doubt can be used by the mind to do something. It's an energy. Every word is an energy, okay? Every word describes some sort of experience or energy. That's what language is supposed to be. And so if I doubt, what does that mean? It means I'm unsure. I've lost certainty, right? And the phrase became, doubt your doubts. It came from that mindset. Doubt your doubts. So it's kind of a mind fuck, but that's what you want to do. You see that? You've been getting fucked by your mind your whole life. It's time for you to mind fuck. Don't ever fuck a fucker, because he'll fuck you right back. God, who did I say that to so passionately in field one day? Didn't I deliver that so hard? I think it was when I did the magician guy. Was it the guy in the bouncer, face to face? Somewhere, these words came out of my gut like that.
I remember in San Jose.
In field.
I don't remember in Vegas. I remember in San Jose somewhere.
All right, all I know is I have it. Just so you know, I'm not, when I quote, I don't quote memes, I quote me's. That's why they come out the way they come out. Right? They come out because they're coming from me. So when I say to you, don't ever fuck a fucker because he's going to fuck you harder right back, that's because I've done it and I've said it. Because I wanted my life to be a movie, poetry. I wanted my life to be a song, just like my brother Steven Reza, right? Last night it became very obvious that I'm the least talented of everyone in there. I don't know anything. And I told them, see? That's why I became who I became. That's why I know how to talk, motherfucker, because I couldn't do anything else. Now, if I speak, it's poetry, and I know it, and there's levels of it. But more than that, my speech should come out of my heart, and my heart should be the sound of my life. Talk about fucking poetry. My heartbeat, every boom, boom, should be a step my body takes. Boom, 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 boom. Every heartbeat should be a punch I throw, or every heartbeat should be a syllable that I throw out. My heart should pump my life. my blood into my system and my soul out of my mouth. His soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. That's Eminem. Now, Eminem said that, and I don't know what he was thinking when he wrote that, but the advanced students know how Azd moves. Let me try again. His soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Okay, now that's Azd talking, right? Now let's put some music behind it, put some lights, and get me over there, because I'm going to take that motherfucker's lyrics and I'm going to bleed it out. That's the difference, right? You want to bleed out your life. I bleed it out, take it deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, take it deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away, just to throw it away. You all right over there? All right. Okay? All right. What the fuck is that? Handle it. Okay. All right. So listen, this is the message today. The message is, when the lion roars, he roars from here. When the cow moves, he moves from here. When the cat purrs, he purrs from here. He doesn't go from his tongue, right? He goes deep in here. When the bear, grizzly bear, roars, he roars from here. When the greatest singers sing, they go from here. Martial arts moves from here. The center is here. Got it? Now, to speak and speak from the center would be what? To gut yourself out. Now, if you're not careful, meaning what? Well, guess what? There's good and evil in the world, and it's all spiritual in the first place. So the moment you go out and face somebody and you interact, I just came from the grocery store, right? If you don't know what the fuck is going on, just like he said, he hears something different when people talk, right? There's levels of this. Eventually, you realize that when the grocery clerk looked up at me, she beamed me with some kind of negative shit right away, right? And I felt it immediately. And I knew what the results were going to be. Immediately, my mind splits and tells me, if you were this kind of person, you would do this. If you were this kind of person, you would do this. And I saw all the failures of every single person's reaction to her. And that they would have walked away differently, not even knowing it, being a little bit more irritated or whatever, right? I can see it. So if you don't know what you're doing, then when you gut your soul out, they steal your soul from you. Okay? And that's what you have to recognize. That they're trying to snatch your soul. Okay? How does one snatch someone's soul? Well, you take their mind. Wherever your attention is, right? That's where you think you are. So if somebody can occupy your mind like that, they own your soul. She took my heart, I'm here for her soul. So that's the exchange that I give a woman, right? I'm the greatest seducer that has ever lived. I'm better than Casanova. I'm better than every single one that ever lived, because I'm the demon of it. They just were the humans of it. I'm the human demon of that. I'm going to tell you that the greatest secret, that's what it is. I give the girl my heart, but in return, I take her soul. And I do, because that's the only time I would ever give my heart to somebody as evil as her. That's Eve's daughter, that bitch. See you guys in the Players Club. Dun, 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 dun. Cheer, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Me and my homies, we chop it at the club. We talk a lot of games, how we do it at the Players Club. All right, see you guys there.